What's up, y'all? Y'all back at Undisputed Champions, where I give you boxing reviews and boxing breakdowns. So today, what I'm gonna do is give y'all who would win in a fantasy fight: Floyd Mayweather versus Terence Crawford. I really wanted to talk about this fight because somebody had left something in my last video under the comments saying, "Oh, Floyd would exploit Terence's weaknesses and outbox him easy." I don't think people really understand the expertise of Terence Crawford, but I'm gonna get to that later. Right now, let's talk about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather has beaten over, I believe, he has beaten around 24 world champions. Now, world champions, and He fought different world champions 16 times consecutively. Now, I believe Crawford did something of the same, right? He That's what makes Crawford a throwback fighter, because Crawford, when he was getting the um the lightweight championship, I believe he's undisputed at lightweight. He fought back-to-back world champions, like 4 or 5 world champions, to get all the belts. And then he moved up, fought another world champion, took his belt, and then moved up from there. So, um, him and Floyd is just incredible. But Floyd Mayweather, what does Floyd Mayweather possess that can give Crawford problems? Let's state the obvious one: Floyd's defense. Floyd's defense is something that people haven't been able to figure out. And you talking about guys who are masters in their own right. You feel me? So it comes at a time where, you know, uh, what you think you can do to Floyd, but you really can't do it. So Floyd has his defense going for him, his footwork, his boxing IQ, his boxing knowledge, his years of experience. And I'm gonna just say Floyd Mayweather, when he's like around 30, 34, 35. I'm not gonna say old Floyd Mayweather. Let's say Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather the same age, right? Because I don't think I don't think Mayweather can beat Terence right now at 45. I don't think so. I think Floyd to get himself hurt, um, messing with that man, because Terence right now is just in his bag. But let's say 35, Floyd Mayweather and Terence fought. Like I said, Floyd has the boxing experience, the knowledge. But if they fight, around the same age, eh, I'd still give the boxing IQ and experience to Floyd, just because he had his father for a long time. You know what I mean? And so to Terence, what does Terence have for him? Terence has a high IQ. He has a good boxing knowledge, a great jab, good movement, good head movement. He has even good defense that nobody has ever able to figure out. Terence is a good defensive fighter. People don't want to believe that, but it's true. Like, just look at his fights. He barely gets hit. He doesn't have the prettiness of Floyd Mayweather when he moves his head, but he moves his head out the way. You know, people don't land on Terence a lot, and it's attributed to his counter punching, his slick movement with his feet, his you know, his distance awareness. Because that's another thing that these two fighters have, Floyd and Terence Crawford. They have great distance awareness, where they can gauge where you are in that ring. It don't matter if you all the way on the other end of the turnbuckle. They know where you at. But let's talk about this. Uh, Terence has a longer reach. Terence has more power. Terence is an offensive guy. He's more offensive than Floyd. So around both of these guys are 35 years old. Now, even in that time, Floyd's hands was breaking. They was breaking even more so when he was around that age. So what about anything that's holding Terence back? I don't really see anything that's holding Terence back, but Terence has his flaws. Sometimes he leaves himself open, susceptible for counter punches himself. Sometimes he gets too anxious to get back at a fighter, you know, for hitting him. So yeah, I think Floyd can take advantages of that, but it will not be easy. This will be a chess match played at the highest level. That's what y'all gotta understand. I think I'm gonna make a part 2 to this. I might make a part 2 to this. So yeah, I'm gonna make a part 2. So what y'all can do is like, subscribe, go to the page, like it, subscribe to it, comment. Everybody leave your comments down below. I want to know what all of y'all think about this matter. I want to know everything. You know, what you, if you think he'll win, if you think he'll lose. All right, peace.